History's watching. The world is watching.
The reason Donald Trump's dominating the race, what he did for us, and what he'll do for us.
The campaign ads, just like these, have already begun.
What a great crowd!
Costing candidates, when all is said and done, billions of dollars by Election Day.
What we're seeing right now, it's record-breaking numbers.
Matthew Foster from American University has been tracking the fundraising numbers for years and says they've been going up, election after election, for decades.
It's like an arms race. I mean, every party has to outraise the other. There isn't one advantage to one party. The question is this the best way to spend billions and billions of dollars?
And of course, it's not just presidential elections where we're seeing big spending. If you take a look at races for House seats, Senate seats, and for the White House, according to Open Secrets, we had some $14.4 billion in total spending in 2020, more than doubling what we saw in 2016. And now the money is flowing yet again. Campaign finance reports show that heading into February, President Joe Biden's campaign had about $56 million in cash on hand. Former President Donald Trump's campaign had just about $30.5 million. And Republican Nikki Haley's war chest had just about $13 million. Big numbers, no doubt. But Foster says it's actually lagging way behind 2020 numbers, when at this point in the campaign, Trump had a whopping $92.6 million in the bank.
It's getting to a point where the resources are thinning out. There's only a finite amount of money, and I do believe that 2020 may have been the high watermark.
But the money heading to campaigns tells just part of the story. More and more money is being funneled to outside spending groups.
When you look under the hood, do you think a lot of people would be surprised to see how money gets to campaigns?
I think so.
Saurav Ghosh is the director of federal campaign finance reform at the Campaign Legal Center in Washington, and says to understand what's going on, it's helpful to separate the money in federal campaigns into two buckets. In one bucket, you've got the money raised by the candidates in the national political parties, and these have strict contribution limits. For example, individual donors can give no more than $3,300 per candidate in every primary and general election. But then there's the second bucket, where you'll find outside groups like super PACs. These groups are raising millions of dollars for candidates, running ads and sending mailings for them. But they're not supposed to be coordinating any of this with the campaign, and these super PACs have no contribution limit at all.
Literally, the sky's the limit, the depth of your pocketbook is the limit.
And the numbers show that these super PACs are gearing up to spend big yet again. The main super PACs for Biden, Trump, and Haley had just over $50 million combined in the bank to start the year. Ghosh argues that all this outside money is bad news for average Americans and for democracy.
They are more and more being pushed to the back by the wealthy, the special interests who have the money and are looking to influence the political process.
Efforts to reform the campaign finance system and bring more transparency to donations have gone nowhere in Congress. And although 2024 may not end up setting another record for campaign spending, we can say that billions of dollars will be spent to influence your vote. In Washington, I'm Evan Koslof, Spectrum News.